Hello everybody, this is Goofsome Fox coming at you with a 500 cost rated match here in the Zudah F. We're going to be on a colony drop area for this match here, and the Zudah F is a native 400 general. I'm going to be using the level 3 version at 500 here, and really just a match that I got using this suit. I wanted to use something different from my usual 500 picks, and so I had the Zudah F and was like, really don't get this suit out way too often, especially as a native cost. So I thought, hey, why not take it to 500, see if I can get anything good with it. And I had some pretty fun and decent matches using this suit. Yeah, I don't think I have really done anything with the Zudah F in a very long time. The last time I remember having a video of this suit was a really old non-commentary video, and either in the description of that video or in response to a comment, I think I remember putting that I really was not the best with the Zudah F, especially at that time. It really was not a suit that I used all too often, so getting it out now, just, being able to try something a bit different from what I usually use, always feels nice to just kind of mix things up a little. And the Zudah F is a pretty decent general. As I mentioned, it is native to 400, and I believe it goes all the way up to 550 at level 4. And you do have a pretty nice arsenal when it comes to the Zudah F here. Your primary weapon is going to be that anti-ship rifle. You got 4 rounds, it is a heavy stagger, and yeah, it's just a pretty reliable weapon overall, especially if you're trying to help, set up for a teammate, or you want some extra time to try and go in and maybe do a downswing on somebody. And just most importantly, it's just a really good damage dealer of a weapon. Really packs a punch alongside that heavy stagger, so yeah, really do like the anti-ship rifle that the Zudah F comes with. But if you don't, like the anti-ship rifle, you can always swap that out for either the giant bazooka used by many Dom variations, or you could use the Zaku bazooka. I think I have used both of the bazookas on this suit at some point, and I think even wanted to make a video using the giant bazooka, but really never got a good match using those weapons. I really don't think the bazookas are the best choice for the Zudah F. Occasionally I might see somebody using the giant bazooka, but I really see most players using the anti-ship rifle, which, for good reason, as I mentioned, pretty hard-hitting weapon with a heavy stagger, and also really good range, which pairs well with the Zudah F being more of a ranged general. So I'm not really surprised there, but, it really is up to preference at the end of the day. I think the bazookas can probably be alright with the Zudah F from the few times I've used them, but again, really just my preference here is with the rifle. Aside from that, you do have a Heat Hawk for melee engagements, and it's a pretty standard Xeon Heat Hawk. You have the standard Heat Hawk pattern, so nothing too special to say there. You do have a Sturmfaust as a second instant stun. Again, pretty standard Sturmfaust weapon, not really anything to really say about that. And then you also have for your final weapon a Zaku machine gun with 100 rounds, and tuned to be a sub weapon, so not going to be doing as much damage with it, but it's kind of like the equivalent of Vulcans almost, just the Vulcans you can't boost with. So really the closest thing I would say the Zaku machine gun on the Zudah F is really good for. It's kind of something that you can use in between, like maybe you're in a situation where you don't want to use your rifle or Sturmfaust because maybe you have a teammate nearby, or maybe an enemy is just low on health and you don't want to waste those higher damaging weapons. So having the Zaku machine gun on standby, it's a pretty nice sub weapon for what it does. I believe the Zaku machine gun actually got buffed a long time back, and yeah, again, it's just, pretty much there to be a little extra damaging weapon. Again, it's a lot of the weapons that are on the Zudah F, they're pretty standard. I don't have too many really huge comments on them. Like, the main centerpiece weapon for this suit, I believe, is going to be that anti-ship rifle that is exclusive to this mobile suit. It's not the same version used by the Raid Zudah. Even though I think the only difference between, at least, style-wise, I think the only difference between these two weapons is the the barrel. I think the tip of the barrel, I think, is different on this version compared to the base Zudah's version, and you have one more round in the magazine. So, again, style-wise, it's not really too similar, or not too different in appearance to the base version. Right now, our team is doing pretty good. Looks like we are going after a Gaz R. And our team setup, I do believe we have 2 prototype Zeta Gundams. We have a Gym Custom, and then we have an NTX. NTX is still a pretty decent support here, and looks like they were able to get the counter on the Gaz R there. So right now, just trying to see what I can aim at with the rifle. It almost looks like the rifle might also have a somewhat decent blast radius as well, since it was, at the beginning of the match, I was trying to aim at this Mark II, and I think I accidentally heavy staggered one of the prototype Zetas on my team at the same time, so I'm not sure if the rifle has a blast radius or not, or maybe just, my teammate was a bit close to the Mark II, because, right there, that narrative was pretty close to the Gaz R, and it didn't cause both of them to stun, so not really too sure what happened there. But, hey, speaking of the Mark II, it looks like I can see smoke coming from them, so really trying to position myself here, see if I can maybe tag them with the anti-ship rifle here. Right now, trying to get to cover, and looks like the Mark II is low on health, but I'm seeing most of the enemy team is going this way, so I'm going to start trying to move here. Move out of the way. There is the G07. Luckily, one of my prototype Zeta teammates is coming in to help with them. And my anti-ship rifle is reloaded, so ready to start, dishing out some heavy staggers again, see what we can get to here. Completely whiffed my shot there on the Mark II. Pretty close to finishing him off here. Not sure if I end up getting the finisher, or it looks like one of my teammates might end up getting it instead. Yep, looks like I got the assist there, so, always nice to get the assist points. Really just adds to the team's score. There is that narrative again. Trying to go in for the heavy stagger into downswing, letting my teammate go in. Unfortunately, getting caught on the scrap there. Tried to jump into the hole in the colony there, but the debris ended up catching me, so wasn't able to make my great escape at the last seconds of the match here, but not going to be too much of a hassle here, since I believe we end up having just enough score to pull us ahead. Trying to see if I can tell some of the team to fall back here, since it does seem like, especially number 2 being so low health, some of them seem to be up ahead, so just trying to be careful there, be cautious, and try to go for one more tackle. Unfortunately, I think I missed what was the narrative, but hey, looks like we had enough score to pull us through there, and that's going to be timeout mission over. And, we got some good works and a few sorries in the side chat there. Let's see how we did here with the Zudah F. And did get top in assist, and did beat my rival. And 4th place, 1 kill, 3 loss, did get 1st in assist and 3rd in diversions. So, not too shabby there for the Zudah F at a higher cost. I don't think I really see anybody use this suit at, above 400. Even at 400, I feel like the Zudah F has become quite scarce. I don't really see it as much as I used to. Usually when it comes to long-range sniper generals, I'm just more accustomed to seeing the Gym Sniper 2 White Dingo at this point, so, wouldn't mind seeing a few Zudah Fs in the wild every now and then. I know I probably will regret that sentence, because then I'm gonna be easily hit for heavy staggers there, but, yep, that's gonna be everything for this match here. Don't really have too much else to say, just, again, match I had with the Zudah F, really just want to try out a different suit that I have not used in a very long time, so, it was fun. So, that's all for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Zudah F. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.